and I saw a young man that looked familiar. I kind of did like this and was like, oh my God. And I looked up at him and I said, Kayvon? And he turned around and I said, oh my God. Wow.
Hello, New York Giants family. Welcome back to another mother and son postseason show for the New York Giants, Family Bonding. It is time to do our full grade of the draft, of the full 7-round draft, and let you know what we think about these draft picks and what we think Joe Schoen did, whether it was good or bad. But before we get into that, we want you to do one very important thing for us.
We need you to like and especially subscribe to our channel. If you like our bantering that we do as mother and son about the Giants, you definitely should be a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you can get all the notifications when we upload new content. What are you waiting for? Just do it. Let's get into it.
All right, everybody. So, you already know how we feel about Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal if you saw our reaction to the first round draft. But let's start off with these guys. We've got Kayvon Thibodeaux from Oregon, defensive end. Most people say he's the best pass rusher in this draft. I also agree. He has a great motor, very powerful, very fast. He's got great power and finesse moves. The guy has good rips, sheds. He's got a lot of great moves in his arsenal. The bull rush is one of my favorite, just watching him run people over and just manhandling his way all the way to the quarterback. Having him on our side, that opens up the pass rush for Azeez Ojulari and Leonard Williams. So hopefully we actually see some great production from those other two guys, adding Kayvon Thibodeaux to our squad. And actually, we have a very interesting story for you from the mother. You care to take over for a little bit?
Absolutely. I'm actually, after we're recording this, I'm actually in California. And as I was looking for where I could catch an Uber or a Lyft, it was very complicated. And I saw two people wearing Giants attire, sweatshirts. And because of this show, I always carry flyers to promote the show so people can watch it. And as I walked up to them, I looked up, because I'm only 5'2". I looked up and I saw a young man that looked familiar. I kind of did like this and was like, oh my God. And I looked up at him and I said, Kayvon? And he turned around and I said, oh my God. Wow. And his mom was there and she was like, oh, because she saw that I was so excited. I was like, I have a podcast. We have to do a video. And he was like, oh no. I can't do a video. I'm too tired. I haven't slept in 72 hours. And I was like, okay, I get it. It's been an exciting 3 days. And I was like, I haven't slept that much myself also. So I look extremely tired in the picture, but he was also extremely tired. I said, well, let's take this picture. And he took the picture with me and we did a selfie. It was just a really cool moment. And I did give the young man one piece of advice, because I am the mother. And I said, don't get caught up in the bullshit. That's exactly what I said to him. I hope he heard that. I know his mom did. Because she's probably telling him the same thing. I'm glad that I wasn't so tired that I couldn't recognize Kayvon. And it was a cool moment to meet overall 5th pick in the draft and then him be a Giant. That was a great moment.
Moving on. We have the offensive tackle, Evan Neal. Obviously, I was upset that we didn't get Micah Mcfadden. It's okay because the guy is 6'7", 350. He's a big guy, very strong, quick for somebody his size. No real lapse in either run blocking or pass blocking. I think he excels at both. Since he's a right tackle, he's not going to be conflicting with Andrew Thomas being on the left side. So we got him to actually be on the right side. That way we can focus on Andrew Thomas being the left tackle. Yeah. That is an A+ pick for me and an A+ for Kayvon Thibodeaux as well. So those are two A+. Easy. The best tackle in the draft and the best pass rusher in the draft, period. All right, next we got Wandel Robinson, wide receiver from Kentucky. He was drafted in the 2nd round at number 43. Yes, he's small. He's only 5'8". With shoes on. The guy's fast, he's quick, he's agile, great hands, exceptional route runner, and a good playmaker. Somebody who has a chip on his shoulder for, again, being small. He's very hard to tackle, and I've seen a lot of his highlights, and the guy is really fun to watch. There are some Giants fans who I did see in comment sections of various videos that they were thinking he's a suspect pick, and that it was very questionable to have picked him, but I don't really feel that way.
Everybody's got an opinion.
If I would give him a solid grade, being unbiased as a Giants fan and being excited about this new team and era, I would give him a solid B. And the only reason he's getting a B and not an A is, again, size. Moving on.
You know what? We need as many weapons at different positions as possible.
Yes. We've got Joshua Ezeudu, the North Carolina guard. I'm not that excited about this pick. I think he needs more development. He stands up like a freaking tree. He lets people get into his chest, which I have a problem with. He's got to extend blocks. He's got to make sure he's keeping people away from him. Coaches need to really coach him up and make sure that he's prepared for that type of intensity and level of skill, because right now, from what I'm seeing, the guy has a lot to work on. He's not a bad pick. I'm not saying he's a bad pick, but I'm going to give him a B minus, just because he has quite a bit to work on. Just quite a bit. Not much. I think we could have gotten him in a later round, but he's not terrible. I'm going to be honest. He's not terrible. In the third round, we've got Cordell Flott, cornerback from LSU. I love this guy. I have a love-hate relationship with him. And the only thing that I hate about him is that the man is a $170 soaking wet. You got to put on some sort of mass coming into the NFL. As a corner, I need you to be at least 185. So he's got to put on about 10, 15 pounds of muscle. I'm sure he can do that. He'll be able to manage. That being said, exceptional in man coverage and zone coverage. His press is amazing. Good tackler. Awareness is off the charts. Honestly, he's a steal. Moving on, we've got Daniel Bellinger from San Diego State, tight end. I love this guy. I've never watched any of his games in college last year, but seeing his highlights, he's 6'6", 266. He can run block, and pass block, and he can catch. Very athletic. He actually, when I was watching the draft, they're talking about how he was like a track star in high school, and he was a 3-season athlete in high school as well. Like,
wow.
Yeah, no, the guy is an athlete. I expect big plays from him over the middle of the field, Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones doesn't have a big body like that he could throw to over the middle of the field. He doesn't have someone that can sit there and take those hits and catch it. That is a great weapon that we've just acquired, New York Giants fans. I'm going to give this guy B+ to A- in that range. He has some speed, but he doesn't have that elite speed. And again, not everyone does.
Right.
It's okay. Moving on, in the fourth round, I've got Dane Belton. He's a steal. Safety from Iowa. This guy is a steal.
All right.
Watching his plays, they were basically all plays. The guy was making interceptions left and right. He's great ball vision. He's a ball hawk. His man coverage and zone coverage, both great. Very versatile player. You could put him in the box as a safety that moves up and helps in the run game. He can make tackles. He makes tackles in the backfield. He's laying the wood. He is a hard tackling safety. He's a steal, Giants fans. I'm telling you right now, Dane Belton is a steal. Remember this name. I wouldn't be surprised if he's across Xavier McKinney. I give him an A-. Micah Mcfadden, another steal. I'm telling you right now, Micah Mcfadden, he's a linebacker from Indiana. He gives me vibes of Blake Martinez. Sideline to sideline tackler. Great pursuit. Exceptional awareness. Very good at run support, but also can get back and drop back in pass coverage. So we need someone like that who could be versatile. And shoot, if Blake Martinez needs to get a higher contract after this year, we could see him replacing Blake Martinez. So Micah Mcfadden, I'm going to give him a B+.
I could see that, with Martinez, we have to see what he's going to be like post-injury and all that. So
right.
This guy really could be his replacement, and that's maybe what they were thinking when they picked him up.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got DJ Davidson from Arizona State, defensive tackle. Big body. I mean, the guy is huge. When I saw his highlights, he was a lot larger than everyone else around him. His pros are relatively the same as what I've been saying. Sideline to sideline, he'll hustle. Good tackler, strong, a big body just to move. My issue with him is that he sometimes gets beaten at the point of attack. For Giants fans or anyone out there who doesn't know what I'm talking about, the point of attack is essentially the line of scrimmage where the play is being run, where the play was designed to go. So if the play is designed to go in between the tackles, the point of attack is in between the tackles. He shouldn't be getting beat. We need him to fill those gaps so that way the linebackers can make those plays. So one thing I think he needs to work on is pad level. He sometimes rises up right away like a tree. That's not good. You're going to be on roller skates, as my coach in high school used to say.
I remember you telling me he used to say that.
He used to say, you're on roller skates. So he's got to stay lower, especially as somebody his size. If he can just be a menace in the interior gaps and blow up those inside running plays and force teams to run outside or go into play action and stuff like that, that'll be huge for us. I'm going to give him a B because I think he's a great pick at the round that we got him. He's definitely a steal. But the issue, again, is that point of attack problem and pad level. And as a defensive tackle in the NFL, you can't have those problems. Moving on, we've got Marcus Mckeithen from North Carolina. He's a guard. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't like this pick. The reason why he's slow. And when I went to go look for highlights, why was it so hard for me to find some? When I finally found some highlights, it was mainly just his NFL Combine highlights. His sideways movement and his shifting and all of that stuff is cool. Like, he's quick on his feet. He's got good feet. The man is slow as hell. He's so slow. And as a guard, you can't be that slow. Guards have to be quick because we may need you to pull block. And he has some decent pull blocks from the rare footage that I was able to find. He had some pull blocks that I liked. But I don't know anything else about him. I don't know how he looks when he's pass blocking. I don't know how his down run blocking is. I have a little information to work off of. So to be honest with you, just because I don't know anything about him, I got to give him a C.
That's another low one.
But it's towards the end of the draft, so I mean, what are you gonna do? Last but not least, we have Darian Beavers. inside linebacker from Cincinnati. Steal. Easily a steal.
All right.
I don't know how he was available for this long. He's more of a run support, that being said. I don't want him dropping back in pass coverage that much. We can save that for Blake Martinez and Micah Mcfadden. But exceptional run coverage. Very great at recognizing runs. Really good at filling gaps what he's supposed to fill. Good at blitzing on the edge. Good at blitzing inside. The guy's a great pass rusher. So, he reminds me of Azeez Ojulari, but probably not as skilled, but still great. And I'm going to have to be honest and give this guy a B. But as far as I'm concerned, Giants fans, the only bad person in this draft, in my opinion, is Marcus Mckeithen. That's it.
Okay.
The Mother, what are your thoughts about all these draft picks?
Well, in general, what I felt was happening with this draft, with our front office, was they actually used the information they had, and they had, of course, leveraged their own skills as professionals in the field and made decisions that are going to build up a squad that can win games, not just win. I'm going to use the finish and win games because we just haven't been able to finish. And what I'm seeing across New York media, sports media, is that they really feel that this draft class is putting our New York Giants into a new Renaissance era. That's what I'm hearing. And that's the language that they were using. And they're actually feeling that way about both New York football teams because they feel, of course, we're not going to go into the Jets stuff, but they did pretty good too. And it's extremely different from recent draft picks that we've made in recent years. I'm really feeling good about it. I'm feeling good that even if some of these guys don't work out, I think that they're going to make the right decisions, right? Obviously, some of these guys are, going to be on practice squad or whatever, and not make that roster, that first starting lineup. I'm curious to see how camp pans out and how these guys perform and what we see the front office, how they decide to really position these fellas and hopefully get some guys around DJ to protect him,
please,
and and help him connect with a receiver that can take the ball down the field. I just need to see more of that. I just need to see more of that.
You're not asking for a lot.
That's my take.
Well, that was a great analysis overall. I like that you hit on everything in terms of team needs because look, we as a Giants fan, we all know we have a lot of needs. So it's good to see that Joe Schoen and company are actually answering those needs after like 7 years of not having them answered. But let us know what you think in the comment sections below about this draft. And do you think that Joe Schoen is actually delivering? And what do you think the Giants need to do moving forward? Develop this team. And who do you think should get actual minutes coming in the preseason? Let us know in the comment section below. We are very curious about that. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's very important that you do that and you continue to help our family grow. Please do that. We really do appreciate anyone that has done that. Also, thank you for 300 subscribers. It really means a lot to us that we continue to see this growth, and we hope to continue seeing that growth. Kayvon Thibodeaux, if you're here, be that dude.
I hope he's that dude. Everybody wants that magic 1,000 subscribers. We need your sub. Please, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the sub button.
Costs you $0.00 and a lot of happiness for us. We both win.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. We hope to see you in our next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.